Hi, my name is Daniel Banks, and I'm an electrical engineering student at Eugenio Maria de Hostos Community College, the City University of New York. And in this presentation, I'm going to talk to you about the mRNA vaccines, a hope for the future. On this page, we will discuss the outline of RNA versus DNA. We will also talk about how vaccines work. Then we will discuss our conclusion. And on the last topic is my contact information. For anyone who has questions, you can contact me. Next page, we will talk about the RNA versus DNA vaccines. In DNA, virus genetic information is transmitted. In RNA, no transmission is being performed. DNA delivers a small electrical pulse message. RNA delivers no pulse message to the virus. DNA is stable at very high temperatures. RNA infiltrates the virus more efficiently than DNA. But however, DNA and RNA have the same goal: to help fight the virus. On this next page, you see two figures that explain how DNA vaccines work and how RNA vaccines work and how they are administered. With DNA, it uses the gene gun. The DNA plasmid is coated with gold particles and is taken up by cells via blasts of pressurized helium gas from a gene gun. Or you could do electroporation. Plasmid is taken up by permeabilized skin followed by an electric current. In RNA engineering, adding 5 cap of Kozak sequences and 3 poly A sequences to mimic structures of endogenous mRNA to avoid detection by innate immune sensors, and adding modified nucleosides to increase RNA stability. Or thermostable RNA, freeze drying RNA and incubation with the various biomolecules increase RNA stability even at higher temperatures. Next page, we will talk about how vaccines work. Scientists take from the virus genetic code. It's built and coded into a lipid. Next, it is injected into the subject. The vaccine enters and creates spike proteins. The immune system creates antibodies and activates T cells. The antibodies and T cells will help fight virus if encountered. And on this next page, it explains step by step of when the vaccine is injected into the host. It shows a flow of what happens. Scientists take part of the virus genetic code and tells the cells to build and coat it in a lipid so it can enter the body's cells. This is injected into the patient. The vaccine enters the cells and tells them to produce the coronavirus spike protein. This prompts the immune system to produce antibodies and activate T cells to destroy infected cells. If the patient encounters coronavirus, the antibodies and T cells are triggered to fight the virus. In conclusion, we talked about the RNA versus DNA vaccines. We also talked about how the vaccines worked. I would like to make acknowledgments to the Joint Dual Engineering Program of Eugenio Maria de Hostos Community College with the City College of New York's Grove School of Engineering. And on our last slide is my contact information. You see my name. I'm a student in electrical engineering at Eugenio Maria de Hostos Community College, the City University of New York. You have my telephone number and my email. If you have any questions, please contact me and I will reply to your questions as soon as possible. Thank you.